my channel. So today I wanted to film for you my beauty essentials. Now these are just makeup products. I will probably do a separate video related to my makeup brush essentials, so like the must-have brushes, because I know I have like a lot of products and I use a lot of different products in my videos, and I've got my makeup collection video. If you haven't seen that, I will link it down below, but you can see how much makeup I have. And a lot of y'all might be overwhelmed at how many products I use, but you definitely don't need this much makeup or need to use that many products, like at all. So today I just wanted to share with you what I really think everybody needs in their makeup collection. So first of all, everybody needs really good skincare. Again, I do have a separate skin and hair care video. I will also link that down below if you haven't seen it. But before I get into beauty products at all, I just want to say that a really good skincare regimen is going to change your life. It's going to make your makeup lay better. It's going to help your skin look healthier. It's just going to maintain your skin so that makeup looks better when you put the makeup on, if that makes sense. So like a really good moisturizer, really good eye cream. Just take really, really good care of your skin and your makeup will just automatically look better. Okay, and also I will link my skincare essentials down below. Okay, so first step, after we've moisturized, washed our face, all that kind of stuff, you will want to go in with a primer. Now, for me, a primer is an essential because I have really, really oily skin. So if I don't use a primer, it's just gonna sink into my pores. I'm gonna be shiny throughout the day and it's just gonna like slide off my face. My makeup's not gonna last. I definitely need a primer. If you have super normal or like combination skin with relatively normal sized pores and you find that your makeup lasts no matter what, then you can totally skip this step. Just use a moisturizer and you're fine. But I find that I have to moisturize and then go in with a primer. My two favorite primers at the moment, well, three actually, why am I lying? Three. These are my three most used primers and probably the ones that I will always and forever use because these are just really the best of the best out of all the ones that I've tried. This is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Perfecting Primer. This is great if you have matte skin. If you have oily skin, this is really, really great because it is very mattifying and it helps your makeup last all day. It's like, I call that one super glue for my face. My next one is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I also really, really love this one. It just really blurs your imperfections and make you look like you have no pores, basically. And then these are really, really similar. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizing Smoothing Primer. So this is the smoothing one. They have like 9 different ones. Makeup Forever came out with like 9 different primers, but the smoothing one in the gray tube is the one that I really, really like. And again, these two are relatively similar. I think that this one's just a tad bit better. This one's a little bit more drying. So I mean, I like it because I do have oily skin, but yeah. And one primer from the drugstore, if you have very just normal skin, you don't really have a lot of problems as far as like breakouts or pores or anything like that. If you just have relatively normal skin, but you do find that your makeup doesn't last as long, I would try the Maybelline Baby Skin. This kind of feels like grease to me. I tried it because it was like $7 from the drugstore. So I don't think I think it makes my skin look oilier actually, instead of like make my makeup last longer, which is what I want it to do. I just found it's really, really slippery and really, really greasy. But, you know, if you have normal skin and you don't really have a lot of problems, I would definitely try this because it is a good primer from the drugstore, but it just doesn't really work that great for me. Okay, next, what I would suggest everybody have is a BB cream. I have two here. These are my two favorites. This one's from NYX from the drugstore, and it is the BB Perfection in a Tube. Yeah, BB Beauty Balm Perfection in a Tube. Brightens, smooths, moisturizes, oil-free, and it's mineral enriched. I have mine in the shade Golden or 03. I really, really love this. It's a really, really great BB cream from the drugstore. I know Maybelline has a good one. I haven't tried theirs yet though, but I really, really do like this NYX one. On an everyday basis, I typically use a BB cream. It's just a lot easier. It's like a moisturizer. It just adds some glow to my skin. It doesn't make me look completely flat. And it just evens out my skin tone without it looking like I have too much makeup on. So I really, really do enjoy BB creams. Another one that I really like is Tarte. These are really, really similar, I find. The consistency is very, very similar. Tarte is an all-natural brand, so if you have sensitive skin or find that your skin breaks out really easily because of ingredients and products, I would definitely try Tarte. I have mine in the shade Light Medium, and this is just the Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer. And another perk of this one is that it has SPF 20. So you're getting a little bit of sun protection in there as well. But a good BB cream, I think, is good for every day. Now, if you find that you want a little bit more coverage, or you want something, yeah, just with more coverage, or, you know, you prefer foundations over BB creams, I would suggest the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is from their Fit Me line. I just have a MAC pump on mine, by the way, because these don't come with a pump. So I bought a pump from MAC for like $8 and just screw it on there, and it fits perfectly. But I really, really love this foundation. They have, I think they came out with like a dewy skin one, and this is the matte and poreless one because I do have oily skin. But I really, really love this range, and they have a ton of shades, and it's from the drugstore, so it's inexpensive. But this is for normal to oily skin. So if you have really oily skin, a lot of breakouts, you find that your makeup just slips off throughout the day, I would definitely try this. I have this today mixed in with a little bit of my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and it's just really full coverage. Really matte. I really, really love this foundation. And again, it's from the drugstore, so I believe it's like, it's not above $10, I don't think. And again, if you don't like the matte, if you don't like matte versions of foundations, they do have like a dewy one as well. So I really, really love this. Okay, next thing that I think everybody needs is a really great concealer. And again, this one's from the drugstore. If you watch my videos, you know that I'm absolutely obsessed with this concealer. And it is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light. I believe this was about $7, depending on where you get it from, which drugstore you get it from. But I love this concealer. I think it is great. It doesn't crease on me. It lasts all day, and it looks just flawless under my skin. Under my eyes. I really, really love this concealer. If you don't have problems with dark circles, or, you know, any hyperpigmentation under your eyes of any kind, then you can skip concealer and maybe just run a little bit of foundation under your eyes. That would work as well. But if you have high-end under eye bags like myself, you're definitely going to want to go in with a concealer, and I really love this L'Oreal one. Okay, next, after you have your all of that on, your primer and your foundation, or your BB cream and your concealer, whatever, I would definitely suggest going with a setting powder. Now, if you have really dry skin, then you might want to skip this step, because sometimes setting powders can cling to your dry patches. Recently, I've been loving this Laura Mercier loose setting powder, and it's just translucent, and I use this under my eyes and on my face. I think it's a really great finely milled powder, and it just makes your skin look smooth and flawless and keeps everything in place. A lot of times I'm really, really lazy, and I don't like to, you know, get out the whole separate setting powder to set under my eyes. And I find that this works really, really great, and you get a ton of product in here. 1 ounce, well, that's not like a ton of product, it's normal. But anyway, it's going to take me a really long time to go through this, and I find that this is a really great high quality setting powder. It doesn't add more coverage because it is translucent. It just makes everything look smooth and flawless and sets your makeup in place. Again, if you have dry skin, you might want to skip this step because it could cling to your dry patches. Okay, sticking again with the face. If you don't like liquid, if you don't like BB cream, if you don't want to do the whole like 9 yards with the liquid, and you prefer a powder foundation, my absolute favorite powder foundation is this Tarte, what is it called? Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Medium Neutral. You guys, I love this powder foundation. It is amazing. If you have really, really oily skin, or you just prefer powder foundations overall, I absolutely love this one. And one of the best things about this is that it doesn't get everywhere. As you can see, it's got like this plastic rim with a little like sift. It's kind of like pantyhose material right there. So you just dip your brush in. I tend to use like a flat top dense kabuki brush with this, or this one from Real Techniques is very dense. They do have a brush that they market with this, and it's okay, but I don't know, I just don't, after I've spent like, you know, 40 bucks on this foundation, I don't really want to buy the $20 brush that goes with it. But they do suggest that you use that, and that's fine, but I don't. That's just me personally. But I really, really love this, you guys. If you have very oily skin, or if you just really like powder foundations over the liquid, I would suggest this Tarte one. It's really, really great. And again, Tarte is an all-natural brand, so it's not gonna break your skin out or anything. But yeah, no, I love this stuff. It's really, really good. Okay, so after we primed and you put on the foundation of your choice and you've set it all in place and everything looks good, you're probably gonna look really, really flat. Your face is going to be all one color, and there's going to be no dimension at all. that's when I would go in with a bronzer. And my two favorite bronzers at the moment are this NYC Sun and Bronzing Powder in the shade Montauk Bronze. You've seen me use this before, and this is like $3 from Target, and I love this. This is in the shade Montauk Bronze 709, and I just think this is a really great bronzing powder. I have it on today, so yeah. And if you want something a little bit more high-end, a little bit more fancy, my other favorite one is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Light/Medium Matte Bronzer. So you can see I finally hit pan on this one. I've had it for like, I don't know, I've probably had this for like 2 years, and I finally just hit pan on it. And it smells like chocolate. It's amazing. Yeah, I love this bronzer. I've been trying to switch up my bronzers because I was using this for so long, and I was like, I need to pull out more drugstore products, but this one's really, really good too. Okay, and then sometimes when I'm doing just a very light, minimal makeup day, I will just use bronzer. I won't go in with anything else, but I find that if I don't put anything on my cheeks, I just look a little bit flat, and I don't look like I have like any life to me, basically. So I definitely suggest a bronzer. Now, if you prefer to use blush over bronzer, or you like to use blush with your bronzer, I really, really like this e.l.f. blush in the shade Tickled Pink. Again, this is like $2, $3 from e.l.f. They've got really, really great blushes. I have this on again today. But that being said, you don't have to go in with the blush. I just wanted to show you to give you the option. Some days I use a blush, some days I don't. A lot of times I do just go in with a bronzer and leave it at that. Okay, next thing you need is for your eyes is a brown eyeliner. I find that black on an everyday basis just tends to look a little bit heavy. That's just my personal preference. If you love a ton of black eyeliner every day, by all means, you do you. Just don't listen to me at all. But for me, I prefer a really good brown liner. This one is from Covergirl, and I wish I would tell you the shade, but it is completely rubbed off. But it's just a really great brown eyeliner, and it's got a little smudgy brush on the end. So yeah, just a really good brown liner, or whatever you prefer color. For me, it's brown. That's an essential. I will never live without brown eyeliner. And this one's from MAC in the shade Costa Riche. So that bottom one is MAC's Costa Riche, and the top one is one from Covergirl. Yeah, just a really good brown liner, just to line your eyes a little bit, make them look like you got eyes. For me, that's important. You know, I always just do like a little thin line just to make my eyes look a little bit more defined. And the next thing you're going to want to do is put on some mascara. My favorite right now is the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational, and mine is obviously in the shade Mine is obviously waterproof because it holds my curl better. Yeah, I just love this mascara. It's got one of those curved wands, and this really blew me out of the water. Like, I was very surprised. Everybody raves about this on YouTube, but typically when everybody raves about a mascara, it really doesn't work that well for me, but this really, really does. So just a few coats of mascara is really gonna, you know, make a difference in, you know, you looking more wide awake and fresh. Okay, and the last thing I think that everybody needs is brow products. Girls, don't neglect your brows. They're very, very important. Brows really make a difference. If you've never filled in your brows before, try filling in your brows and see what happens. I'm telling you, it'll add like so much dimension, so much like extra goodness to your makeup, to your face. It really makes a difference if you fill in your brows. My favorite is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's got a little, you know, the pencil on that end, and then the spoolie on the other end. Or if you don't like the pencil, a brow powder is really good. I just have a NYX brow powder right here. It's got the little wax in there as well to set them. Another good brow powder is from e.l.f. Look, it looks similar to the blushes. The packaging is like basically the exact same, except for it's got two like brown shades in there. So yeah, don't neglect your brows. They're important. And I think that is it. So those are all of my beauty essentials. I hope everybody enjoyed. But again, I cannot say this enough. The most important thing you can do for your skin and for your makeup is to use really, really good skincare. And if you want some suggestions on some products, I will leave my skincare video down below, my top favorite skin and hair care products. I will link that down below. And yeah, just don't neglect your skin. Yeah, make sure you're taking your makeup off every night, cleansing your face, moisturizing, moisturizing, moisturizing. Oh my gosh, I don't care what kind of skin you have. If you have really, really oily skin like me, you still need to moisturize. It's very important, as well as using an eye cream. I find that that's very important too. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and if you haven't already, please subscribe so you never miss a video. I really, really appreciate it. And share this with your friends. Check the down bar below. Leave me a comment requesting some kind of videos. And yeah, that's it. Sorry if I talked like way too much in this. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.